right, welcome back. Well, again, we have my home country, the US, making the news, or at least the pagoda news, by one of the states in the US, Indiana, suing TikTok for providing inappropriate, maybe even malicious content to minors. They claim that there was profanity, there was nudity, there is different sort of violence on there, behaviors that promote something, maybe bad behaviors, promoting bad behaviors on TikTok. And so they want to get it banned, or at least regulated. Another reason they put out there is because it is a originally Chinese company. They're worried that there might be some data leaks or something malicious, maybe, what is it called? Not malware, but some sort of malware. I'm sorry, I'm not a tech genius, but some sort of malware that can go through TikTok and take, information from computers, even government computers, and bring it back to China. Of course, the company is denying all this. They haven't really addressed it, directly. It's more generic statements here and there. But they've also spent a lot of money to try to get the US to accept TikTok. And that's about it. Now, what we're looking at is TikTok could be banned in the US, which would be a major blow for a lot of people who both use TikTok for fun and for their business and lifestyle. So we'll see what happens in the future. But for now, that's where everything stands.
Well, this doesn't feel like a new article to me. I feel like this happened a few years ago.
It does feel like that, doesn't it?
Yes.
Almost like it really did happen just a few years ago.
I think maybe it did, yes. But at that time, they ended up not banning TikTok. Yeah. So I do wonder, maybe this will be a lot of fuss over nothing.
I believe they were successful in making sure that government phones or government computers could not access TikTok, I think. But that was the extent.
Okay. Well, that makes sense, Government people should not be playing around on TikTok when they're at work. Get off your phone, do some work.
Have you had trouble with what they talked about, the malicious content, the profanity, the nudity?
Well, I have, actually. I think there was, it's not so bad these days, but over the couple of years when we were sort of locked in a lot with because of the COVID virus, I got loads of sort of spam to my DM box from various pretty ladies asking if I would like to see more pictures of them. Obviously, I deleted this, but...
After responding to just a few.
But it did make me wonder, how is this happening to everyone? Is this happening to kids, maybe? What is Instagram doing to block these accounts or ban them? Or
I didn't even think of that.
Yes, so that was my experience. But when it comes to words, like they said profanity was being shared, I think if you say anything or write anything, even the words like death or suicide or any of the drug names or swear words, it's got sweeping algorithms that will very quickly delete posts. So I see almost everyone putting stars in their swear words to avoid the algorithm scrubbing their post.
Yeah. Or like finding ways around it, like showing enough so that you know what the word could be.
Yes, or putting
but not the actual word.
Numbers in there instead of...
Yeah, there's ways around it, but in the end, it's pretty good algorithm in that case. Pretty good AI search and destroy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, pros and cons.
Yeah, I guess there is. I didn't think about the DM box or anything, or like YouTube comments. There's so many YouTube comments that are from AI or from, those businesses that are trying to sell inappropriate content, especially for children. And they'll make a normal comment, but the picture and the name is like, get your sex here, or something like that.
Yes, click this link.
Yeah, exactly. So it does kind of have that pushed into the face of, but that's YouTube and Instagram, not TikTok. Do you know how much of your personal data is being accessed by the apps that you do use?
I do tend to assume most of it. Yeah. However, I'm terrible. I don't read the terms and conditions. I know it will tell you, in great detail every time you download a new app, you have to agree to the terms and conditions. But I generally assume it says sign over all the details and So I assume most of it.
Especially when it's like, can we access your phone, your pictures, your messages, your
microphone, your everything?
You're like, yes, you can.
I'm sure I've talked about this before on here. I'm 100% certain my phone is listening to me.
Yes.
It knows when I'm talking about something. Like, I'm sure after we've been talking about TikTok, I'm going to pick up my phone and it's going to have loads of ads trying to get me to sign up for TikTok.
Yeah.
It knows.
It knows. It really does know.
It has access to my microphone.
And this is not like, you can see anecdotal stories anytime you want, but there has been some documented cases out there if you Google it. The phones are listening. So I just, like you, I just think it's accessing all my data and nothing on my phone is safe. And I learned that the hard way by realizing that the US government, or the IRS used a certain data service to back up the data for all my taxes, all the US taxes, well, about 70% of US taxpayers, and that was hacked. So
Can't even be safe when you give it to the government.
nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. And on that great, just perfectly beautiful note of nothing is safe, let's go ahead and learn the vocabulary, and hopefully the next article will be a little bit more bright. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Profanity.
Profanity.
Nudity.
Nudity.
Precarious.
Precarious.
Come to fruition.
Come to fruition.
Dethronement.
Dethronement.